Xayvion, how excited were you to see, one, your number get called on the reverse, but then to see, I think, 3 linemen and Daquan down the field blocking for you?
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to a few of my guys about it before we left the locker room. It did nothing but just, shoot a spark in my head that it was just, a touchdown from as soon as the time that I turned up the field. I remember grabbing the ball, and I just looked left to turn up, and I seen 3 guys, and they're just looking around, shaking their head. They had nobody to block, so I just knew it was nothing but green grass, and I knew Quan was going to take care of the guy up front. So I'm glad that happened, and I'm glad I got in the end zone.
You've had a couple reverses this year that have seemed promising, and they kind of chase you down. Did you feel like one was ready to pop with the way you guys have been running that play this year?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, if you want the truth, this one was, throughout practice, this one was maybe the one out of those 2 that kind of seemed like, practice-wise, like the defense kind of held it up correctly, and I didn't score a touchdown in practice on it. So, in the game, of course, that's what I'm looking for, but it just, like I was saying, it sparked, and it shot more wide open than I thought it would, and I'm just glad Coach was able to trust me again for it.
Other than that touchdown, not much going on first half offensively. What was the feeling on the team, just kind of getting in a hole like that offensively?
Honestly, we just tried to keep going. We went out there and drive after drive, and regardless of if we could put up points, regardless if we could drive down the field, whatever. We came off the field and we knew what a different game plan. We took every drive as a lesson. They gave us certain looks on defense, certain drives and certain possessions and certain looks. So we was able to open up more plays and open up bigger shots down the field later in the game. So throughout the game, I just think we just continue playing and continue playing for each other.
Xayvion, back here. Over there you go. With so many people on this team, this will be the first real experience with the Tech UVA rivalry. Obviously, you guys will need to win it to get bowl eligibility. Do you expect there to be more emotion, motivation, things like that this week leading up to it?
Honestly, I don't really, really pertain like search-wise thing, into the media. But I remember getting to scrolling on Facebook and seeing something about saying how UVA had said a few things about us or something like that, something about the rivalry, not necessarily us, but something like that. And I was reading into it, just trying to learn more about the rivalry and trying to really see, how much fans really care about this game. And it's a Commonwealth, it's Virginia Tech. So I visited both schools, and I'm now one of them. So it's a blessing to finally be able in the shoes to be able to play against them.
Other questions for Xayvion? You talked about it a little bit when you're looking down the field on that play and you see Felton and he's got that one guy. I know you wide receivers, part of the overlooked part might be blocking at some point, knowing that he kind of sealed that for you. What was your conversation with him like when you got a chance to talk to him, and how big was that on that play?
It's adrenaline flowing. My first touchdown, first time something worked out that well. So of course Quan was the one that I gave, on the sideline I went to personally. Big guys just looked at, I gave a lot of love to, because that's just, of course, like you said, that's something that gets overlooked. And Coach minds every single day of practice. That's something that we go after every single day in practice. Whether it's a drill or whether it's a drill for that, or maybe it's blocking the defense in a competitive period. Coaches, that's one thing that Coach always wants to see, and that's something that he's held us accountable to all year.
Coach Price said he dropped the 1-0 comment about this upcoming week and focused on bowl eligibility. For this team, how eager are you guys to get back to a bowl game and, in the process, go 1-0 against UVA this week?
Right. I was just thinking about it myself. It means a lot. It's not even only just for, just like our team in general, but it's for one another. We have a lot of seniors on the team who've been through a lot, and a lot of seniors who maybe even possibly been to the bowl game we went to a few years ago. But it's now, and we got a lot of love and a lot more love for each other, and we really just want to do it for each other, for real, honestly. Tonight was senior night, so yeah, tonight's senior night. So I know a lot of guys went out there and they played for our seniors and played for a lot of our guys that they love so much.
Anything else for Xayvion? Thanks.
Appreciate you.